Sorry, running late. Got stuck talking to Dad a little while ago. Hi everybody, Stardrift here, and welcome to the stream. Welcome back to Pokemon Stadium / Pokemon Yellow version. Again, there's a bit of a shuffle around this week with the schedule. Last night we played Mario Party Superstars with Crimson the Protogem, my good friend. And then we raided out to Crimson to watch the Pokemon Presents. Then tonight we are playing Pokemon Stadium / Pokemon Yellow version because my dad flies out. So this is going to be kind of a low energy stream because my dad flies out first thing in the morning. And I'm talking like 4 o'clock in the morning. So I figured this would probably be the go-to because we're just grinding here. Maybe we'll move on because we've only got 2 more Pokemon to level up. And then I'm going to start planning out movesets and such. And then we'll just move on once we get to that point. And then tomorrow night, we will be live tomorrow night because I will be playing Spyro 2, Gateway to Glimmer for the Spyro Year of the Dragon that I am currently doing. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, where's OBS? There you are. Welcome back to Pokemon Stadium / Pokemon Yellow version. Last time, we grinded for the Petit Cup. The time before that, we were grinding for the Petit Cup. Tonight, we continue our grind for the Petit Cup. I believe we're down to our last 2 Pokemon that need to get to level 25 now, and those Pokemon are... question mark. So we need Abra and Garcelle. Everyone else is now level 25. Or at least everyone that I need to be at level 25 is at level 25. So let's put them... Let's put Charmander back over here, and True Samd back over here as well, leaving just Mew, Garcelle, and Abra, because they're the Pokemon that I'm going to be training tonight. Well, Abra and Garcelle are anyway. And then I will start planning out movesets, I think. And if there's time, we can move on, but we'll see. I don't know how fast Abra and Garcelle are going to level up, so... We got a little bit of a head start on them last weekend, so we'll see. We shall see, we shall see, we shall see! You know, the Nintendo 64 controllers, like, I'm just thinking about it now because of the way I'm holding it. It always confused me how you're supposed to hold this thing. Because the joystick is in the middle. And most games use the joystick. For some reason, Stadium didn't. So it's a little bit more comfortable holding it on the 2 prongs on the side. But when you're playing things like Mario Kart 64 or Smash Brothers, you kind of have to hold it with the middle prong and the right prong. And then you just kind of ignore the D-pad. Well, I suppose the D-pad's not really that useful in Smash Brothers or Mario Kart. Hi Crimson, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Alright, where are we? Right. Here we go! Once more onto the bridge. I think that's how that saying goes. Something like that. Okay, in a sense. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're alright. Alright. Go Mew. Falcon Punch it. Thank you. And poisoned. Pound should be able to finish that off, though. No worries at all. There we go. Oh, that's a good start. Abra grew to level 20 immediately. No, you're not evolving. Denied, sorry. Sorry, you kind of have to stay in that form. I can't evolve you. Looks like I will be lurking for most of the stream, unfortunately. That's fine. I'll chat when I can. Yeah, that's fine. I was about to use a Mega Punch and realized that that's not Mew. That's a weird looking Mew. But all good, Crimson. No worries at all. I do know that you're at work. Unfortunately. Like that, and perfect. Hey Mew, did you get a new haircut? Hi Protoaster, welcome on in. I didn't know Mew could learn teleport by level up. Actually, I think it can. I think it might actually have that move right now. Come to think of it. Disable. Well, I was close. I have Transform and Metronome. Critical hit. Punched its eyeballs out. I think it's one of the very few moves that got get through level up. Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought it does, yeah. Mine might already have it, but I might be thinking a Transform, and it might get teleport later. Not that my Mew will ever get to that stage, but still. You know, Crimson, actually, I'm still thinking about doing that whole, like, putting Mew into Gold and Silver, and, well, Crystal specifically, duplicating it, and then sending both Mews back to Gen 1, so that I have my HM Slave, as well as a Mew that I can use for grinding. I'm still considering that, in all honesty. I mean, if it works. What's a better HM Slave than the single Pokemon that can use all of the HMs? Really, though. Maybe I should duplicate it twice, and then keep it for when I do Crystal as well. I mean, that would be... it would be useful. If Mew wasn't so rare, it would make a damn good HM Slave. It really would. I wonder if... I suppose Mew would be kind of banned in most tournaments, but I wonder in tournaments where it's not banned, if it's actually competitively viable in any way, shape, or form. Because I actually don't think its stats are that great beyond, like, Gen 2. But I could be wrong. Pokemon are banned in the official VGC, yeah. Mew grew to level 32. If you learn Teleport, I was gonna say. But I mean like an unofficial tournament or something like that. But in saying that too, I suppose Mew would still technically be broken because it can learn every HM/TM. So... yeah, those have existed before. I'm gonna punch you. There we go. Makes up for it by not having great stats compared to the other mythicals. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, it's doing well here in this generation, but I think after, like, Gen 1 and Gen 2, it starts falling off a bit. Becomes a bit more squishy. Bye! Like that. Well, Gens 1 and 2 are broken. Very true. Very true indeed. Level 21 for Abra. You are not allowed to evolve. I am sorry. Very broken indeed. Broken messes. You want to catch a level 80 Starmie? You can catch a level 80 Starmie. No worries. Don't use Ultra Balls. Buy Great Balls instead. And don't play the Safari Zone. Gen 3 kind of fixed it to a point, but Gen 4 really solidified the physical special split. Yeah. Pidgeotto grew to level 31. Trying to learn Wing Attack. There we go. Let's get rid of Sand Attack. Sort of running out of things to talk about already. I've been doing this for 3 goddamn weeks. Trouble is, the only fast way to grind in Gen 1 outside of using an emulator is to use the speed up options on the Game Boy player or for the N64. Doesn't work, I'd suggest me popping on and giving you company. That's fine. Mew died! Congratulations! You killed God! God is dead, long live the God. It's fine. We'll just go to the shop and we'll buy a Mew hat and a Mew tail and we'll put it on Abra. The Pokemon that all Pokemon are originated from. How do you play? I did it and I'll do it again! My lawyer has instructed me to plead guilty because I will do this again. Takes notes. So guilty, I see. Oh, hey, look, it's fine. See, it's totally fine. It's just Abra in like a little Mew hat. With like a little Mew tail. Like a cosplay Mew tail attached to it. And I just sloshed it in pink paint. That's fine, I used a revive on it. Push Abra out. Okay, I'm gonna have to heal. Pidgeotto, I thought you'd be able to take that out with a wing attack, but I guess not. Okay. So you still got a couple of levels to gain before you get to that stat as well. That's why I've been using Fly. Because Fly is always super effective on these things. It's interesting that there's no Rattata or... Well, I suppose there actually is a Pidgeotto in the grass, but it's a very rare occurrence. I was about to say that it's kind of strange that there's no Pidgeys or Rattatas or evolutions of them in the grass, and then I realized that there was a Pidgeotto. How could I forget the Pidgeotto? The one thing that's worth the most experience points on this route, aside from Venomoth, that constantly fucking runs away by using Whirlwind. Humph. How could I forget that? Ah yes, so much fun. You know, Abra, you got to level 21 pretty quickly. I'm surprised you haven't leveled up to level 22 yet. Here, Oddish, I'm gonna punch your face in. That's funny. Mew's just looking at its fist, looks at Oddish. Huh, that's funny. Usually that works. Must be the fact that I died or something. Well, this is embarrassing. Oddish just stares at it, just like an evil little stare, just being like, you just punched my face in. And he's just like, yep. It's not supposed to end like this. You're not supposed to be breathing afterwards. You're usually not breathing after that. Ooh, a Gloom. Looks at hands. That won't affect me. I'm already sick. There's the crit. Thank you, Mew. There's the level up. No. Not allowed. Sorry. Suppose I could also reuse this team in Crystal and Stadium too, couldn't I? Once it's done. I'm actually curious to see how well this team would actually do in round 2 as well as round 1. Critical hit, there we go. There we go, Mew, now you're in the groove. Needs a little warm up, that's all. Here we go. Oh, no. I feel like you might be slipping, Mew. Just a little bit. You don't seem to be getting quite as many crits as you normally do. Come on, crit. Crit, 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 crit. Oh, well, nope, that's not a crit. Hi, Dark Coup Patrol. Welcome on in. Pound. I like to think that Mew is going in for the Mega Punch with its dominant hand, and then when it has to, it's following up with a pound from its non-dominant hand. Just like, POW! Wait, that didn't work. This'll finish you. Punch. Paid today, and all of it is gone already. Thanks, Bills. They sigh. Oof. Boy, I know that feeling. It's like me every time my car license comes in. My car rego or my, insurance comes in. And it's gone! It's all gone. Skylar needs to get Abra some moves. Eventually. That's coming. Eventually. Right, all gone. And then they expect us to spend on luxuries. Funny, that. Pidgeotto, you can't possibly be paralyzed 3 turns in a row. Thank you. I understand it's a coin flip, but the fact that you rolled it twice is ridiculous. Family birthday is coming up, so I get some money. Nice. Does your work pay birthday bonuses? My work pays me nothing for my birthday. Which is funny too, because the work paying any bonus, I wish. Oh, true. When my birthday? My birthday's in January. Already missed it. I'm an early bird for the year. It's kind of funny because I had like one of the earliest birthdays in school. I think there was only one person who was around like in the same month as me. So I was always one of the eldest kids by a month. Also, hi Venomoth, you'll be good for experience points. Though that leech life is a bit of a concern. So it's going to take me at least 3 punches to knock you out. Unless I get a crit. Come on, crit. Nope, that's not a crit. Now you'll crit. Okay, that's fine. You didn't crit. That's fine. Super Mega Punch! Maybe I should go and rename the Mew Falcon or something like that. So that it's using a Falcon Punch. Or All Might. Sunspore, I'm already paralyzed. Thank you. You know, I was speaking earlier about that, Pidgeotto, and that kind of reminded me, quite a few years ago, I'm not sure exactly when I started playing the Pokemon TCG Online. Not the newer version, which I think is Pokemon TCG Live, but like the original one, the Pokemon TCG Online. Pretty sure I still got the icon for that on my computer. It's still installed. Whoops. I was playing that, and one of the cards that they give you, like, right off the bat as one of the free cards in one of the decks is a Tauros with the best attack in the entire game. Hang on, let me... I saved a screenshot of this because it was so fucking broken it wasn't funny. I know I saved a screenshot of this. Sounds familiar, actually. Where is it? Yep, there it is. I got it. It's a Tauros with 110 HP, exclusive to the Pokemon TCG Online service. It has 2 attacks. Takedown for 1 of any color energy. This Pokemon deals 10 damage to itself for 30 damage. Then for 3 of any color energy, Seething Anger 30 times. Flip a coin for each damage counter on this Pokemon. This attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. So when Tauros gets like 50 or 60 or 70 or sometimes even 80 HP worth of damage, you're flipping 8 coins and doing a stupid amount of damage if you get a good roll. It was really fucking funny. Just absolutely destroying things. So you could do like 300 if my math is right. If you got a good roll, I think so, yeah. 30 times... Yeah, because it would have 10... 30 times 10, yeah, so 300. Because it has 110 health, so it would need 10 damage counters and flip heads all times to do max damage. So it could theoretically do 300. Now, I didn't play, like, online. I only played against the AI. So, being able to do that much damage was incredible, because the AI had nothing in its decks to physically stop that much damage coming through. So you were just one-shotting to two-shotting everything. It was ridiculous. The only problem was it was only in like one deck and you only had 1 copy of it. 1 or 2 copies of it. But it very quickly turned into my ace card. And remember, Tauros is a basic Pokemon. So if I got a Pokeball or something like that, I would just search my deck for Tauros, put it straight on the bench, and get it ready to go. Like, it was incredible. So broken. And once it gets a few damage counters, it just, like I said, it just plows through things. That's all it needs, is just a few damage counters, and then it just starts plowing through things. It was absolutely incredible. And like I said, it all works really, really, really well. Because, A, it's a normal Pokemon, and none of its attacks require any type of energy whatsoever. So you can just equip whatever you need, or whatever you've got on hand. And 2, it's a basic Pokemon, which means you can search for it. In most cases. So, it was... And just immediately play it. It was just incredible. Broken as hell. It's a shame that it was exclusive to the TCG Online. But then again, I think that card might have dominated in an actual tournament. Just because of how broken it is. And remember, it can do 10 damage to itself with takedown. So you use that to take down a few of your opponent's weaker Pokemon, and then you just start sweeping. Get it now on TCG Live, depending on what set it's in. I do know that it was on, like, a base set of sorts. I don't know... Like, it was in one of the decks that you got from signing up, so... This isn't in the games, it's a Heart Gold Soul Silver set. And I assume everything prior to that as well. I still haven't moved all my data across, and I'm not sure exactly if it will even pick up my data anymore. Which is a shame, because my shiny Riolu and shiny Lucario. No, actually, just that set? Really? What is it about that set specifically, I wonder, that makes them not want to include it? Yeah, that's bizarre. Like, especially if they have sets prior to that. What? That's so weird. I don't understand. That looked like a crit. It was not a crit. I'm actually really keen on getting that Pokemon TCG Pocket app. I'm really looking forward to that. It'll scratch my itch of opening card packs. Oh, I've missed opening card packs on stream, but money. Niz, I have cards from previous sets. When I moved my account over, my older cards were there, but not my Heart Gold Soul Silver cards. That's so weird! That is so strange. Amen to that. I do actually wonder if that's, as I mentioned last night on your stream, Corinne, I wonder if that's going to somehow link up to the Pokemon TCG Live app, or if it's not going to link up at all. The pack opening stream again, nice and chill. I'd be interested in checking that out. Corinne, were you around when I used to open packs on stream? I think you were. I mean, it's only been like 6 to 8 months or so, I think, since I stopped. I think. I was, yeah. Yeah. I think we were still opening card packs during Kirby and the Forgotten Land, at least early on. Open a pack or two at the start of your streams, yeah? Yep. There's one pack specifically. I'd love to do that again, but like I said, money, space. Remember they were the EX1 set of Digimon. Because that's what I had. Mew, could you actually fucking attack? Thank you. You spent 4 turns attacking your face. Good grief. But yeah, I'm... Like I said, no space, no money. And the Digimon card... Oh my god, the Digimon cards were releasing a new set like every 3 months. I couldn't keep up. I wanted to collect all of the sets as they were coming out and like get the full collection for all of them. That's what I aimed to do. And then they just rapid fired them all out and I just could not keep up. Feel that. I need to buy a new binder for all the new cards. Can't wait for Spyro. Spyro will be tomorrow. Stunspore. Cards everywhere. See, I will say that I haven't got... that my collection hasn't gotten that bad. But I also don't think that I've sorted out my last set that I opened, which I think is the EX1 set. I think that's still sitting in the storage boxes. Picture when I get home and show you. Oh, please do. It's bad. Oh dear. New game going to be on Monday yet, Skylar? Nope. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest, since Tuesday. Just well, that was only yesterday. Well, since Monday, because that's when I was thinking about it. So, but I haven't really thought about it since. Skylar said going to play Sun and Moon. Nah. They are some of my least favorite Pokemon games. Actually, they probably are my least favorite Pokemon games, to be honest. I would probably skip those ones. Like, I might play them eventually, sure. Like, I'm not gonna say that it's out of the question entirely. I mean, eventually I'd love to play all of them. But, no, not right now. I'm not jumping generations, I'll play them consecutively. At least for the most part, I will. Maybe I'll jump around, I don't know. Okay in their own right, but compared to the other games, they're probably one of the weakest. Yeah, agreed. I mean, well, let's be honest here, I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed it enough for me to ask for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I think I got Ultra Moon, and I have not played it. It sat on Blade, so that's how uninterested I was. Ultra games were the better ones. Yeah, see, like I said, I just skipped them entirely. Did not bother with them. Abra's level 24, so that's good. Getting somewhere at least. Might only be here for a little while this stream, and then can start figuring out what moves we want to teach. I also think we're going to have to go to the game corner at some point, because I think I want to put Dragon Rage onto Charmander if I can. It was something that I wanted at the Dragon... Yes, please sign me up. I'd love to go to the Dragon Corner. It's something that there was something that I did want to grab at the game corner, but I forget exactly what it was. I think it was Dragon Rage. Dragon Corner. They called that the Dragon Den, and it wasn't until Gen 2, Skylar. Stop getting ahead of yourself. Oh, I need to go heal. There we go. Actually, come to think of it, in the Pokemon Presents yesterday, we didn't get any mention of Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow coming to the Game Boy Online. That's a little disappointing. Outside of the Nintendo Switch, were the Pokemon games ever released on the Virtual Console? Were Red, Blue, and Yellow on the Wii U as well, or were they only on the 3DS? I think they were only on the 3DS, right? Nothing for NSO on either. I mean, only on the 3DS, okay. I mean, to be fair, the only things that they would have would be the main games, I suppose. Right at the end of the 3DS lifecycle, yeah. No, they wouldn't have just the main games, would they? They would have, like, I mean, we got Pokemon, the Pokemon TCG. You grew to level 33. And then if they went up to GBA, we could get Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red and Blue rescue teams. But if they did that, then, you know, that would undersell Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX, so they wouldn't... I don't think they would do that. They didn't do that for Mario RPG, so... Yeah, it would, yeah. Can't release it now, though. It would be good to have, like, a way to transfer Pokemon up, considering we're eventually going to lose Pokemon Bank. I actually don't think there's been a date announced for Pokemon Bank shutting down, but it would be good to get Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. At least. Just so we have a way to transfer those Pokemon through to Pokemon Home. You know, they really didn't... Actually, come to think of it, they didn't talk about that at all. Would have been nice to have known if they had a solution in the works. Just being like, hey, we know people will want to play with their old Pokemon. Here's the solution for you. It's a $30 USB plugin. This isn't giving bank up yet, anyway. I mean, I sure hope not. And I sure hope that if they do shut bank down, because, you know, that would mean killing off the 3DS's servers, I hope that if they shut bank down, like, at all, they either come up with a solution for it, or the fans just go, actually, you know what, Pokemon, that's a pretty bullshit move, and somehow they figure something out. And considering we've got events from, like, Gen 4, I am pretty sure that they would be able to figure something out, surely. Gen 4 and 5 still get events, so I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly certain we should be able to figure something out. The fans will. Did for the my 2 entry link, if I remember correctly, that was the name. Really? That was the thing where you put your Pokemon to sleep, right? Where you tuck your Pokemon into bed and then it has like a dream sequence, if that's what you're talking about. Really? The fans got that up and running again? That's interesting. I didn't know that. Is it still up or is it gone? I would assume it's actually gone. Have to do some networking stuff in the 3DS settings. I mean, that's kind of what you have to do for the events anyway, so. Connect to a separate server that isn't Nintendo for it. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, so it is basically like those events for Gen 4. As well as Gen 5. Pokemon fans are very smart. And if they can figure that out, then surely they can figure something out for the Pokemon Bank. Like a solution of some kind. I will not name one over it. Yeah, fair enough. I think I know exactly who you're talking about. Fair enough. You know exactly who I'm talking about. I know they went over the, getting the event stuff. Did not know that they went over the Intralink. Either I wasn't paying attention that day that I watched that video, or Skylar is very dumb and doesn't remember things again, which is just the normal now. They did. Ah, okay. Yeah, like I said, they probably did, and Skylar A wasn't paying attention particularly that day, or B, just completely forgot about it. It's most likely B with a little bit of A mixed in for good measure. Just a little sprinkling. I can't swap into Mew because Mew was already out. The episode number, but it was everything related to Intralink. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Well, like I said, Pokemon fans are very smart. So hopefully they'll figure something out. I would hate to lose that ability. I mean, not that I've used it in literal years. I mean, I am such a hypocrite when it comes to this, because it's like, no, don't take away that feature. I haven't transferred all my Pokemon yet. I've had like 3 fucking years to do it. No, don't do that. I haven't done it yet. Oh. I'm not doing it. Abra grew to level 25. Abra is fully leveled up, I think. Do have time for sure, yeah, but it still sucks that they shut it down, yeah. Right, Garcel, you're up. It will certainly, for me, it'll certainly be a sad day when they shut down Pokemon Bank. Because knowing the Pokemon Company as it currently stands, they will not give us an option to send our Pokemon over. Like, they'll just be like, sorry, we're pulling the service, and that's your lot, and you're going to have to deal with it. We're not going to give you any option. This is the cutoff day, we're sorry. So they have the ability to have everything on Switch or the Switch successor, they wouldn't do it. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Between Sword, Shield, Scarlet, and Violet, are there still Pokemon... You might know this, Crimson, but you might not, so I apologize if you don't. Don't rack your brain too hard on it. Between Sword, Shield, Scarlet, and Violet, are there still Pokemon that cannot be obtained in those 4 games? I'd assume that there is probably some. Not many, but probably a few. There are over 1,000 Pokemon. So I'd imagine that there's some corners that are being cut. I mean, I'm trying to have a think now, and I'm not really pulling any cards out where I can just go, aha, that Pokemon's definitely not in those games. And over 1K. So remember when there were only the original 150. I am old. You and me both. Remember when Pokemon wasn't so complicated and there wasn't so many of them? Those were the days. These were the days. Right, you do have Nightshade, but I don't think that's going to be very effective. I do wish I had played Pokemon a bit more when I was a kid. I was a huge fan of the anime, but didn't really play the game too much. Mind you, I didn't have a Game Boy of any sort until the GBA came out, like the original GBA. One of the games I played when I was a kid. Yeah, I didn't get a Pokemon game until I had a GBA, but those were the first portable consoles we had in the house, but they were not the only method that we had to play Pokemon games. Because we had the Super Game Boy for the Super Nintendo. Long before we got the Game Boy Advances. Long before it. I don't know a cabin with no electricity with my Game Boy Color with that curly light playing it the entire weekend. Castle grew to level 22. I would not put it down. See, my family, I don't know about your family, my family was quite strict on the video games. Especially during primary school. No video games unless it's a Friday night or a Saturday or a Sunday. No video games after a certain point on the Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. It wasn't until high school that the rules got relaxed a bit. All my homework was done really for me. Yeah, see, we didn't have that rule, unfortunately. It was definitely no video games. But I often got around it by just being like, hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Can I go on the computer and play Croc? So I just go on the computer and play Croc. See, for us, we knew where the games were, and the Super Nintendo was actually just sitting in the family room. Like, we could have connected that up at any point and started playing it. But the other consoles were kept inside a white cupboard, which we still have. It's currently in the shed. The white cupboard was... Oh, bye, Pidgeotto. Bye. Jerk. The white cupboard wasn't locked or anything like that, but we were not allowed to go into what is now the office, because that used to be just a spare storage room. And we were banned from going in there because there was nothing else in there, really. Like, you wouldn't go in there. So, we were banned from going in there unless, you know, special occasions aside, or, like, birthdays and stuff, or if it was a weekend. And then when the spare room was renovated and turned into the office, Mum and Dad bought 2 cabinets, which we still have now. Like, the office hasn't changed since it was renovated. 2 cabinets, and both of those cabinets had 2 lockable doors. So, as soon as the office was renovated and those cabinets went in, the consoles went inside the doors and were locked. Now, my sister and I knew exactly where the key was. So we could just go and unlock it if we wanted. But, you know, we respected our parents' rules. Mum and Dad kept the keys to the cupboard in a little basket, and they put it on top of the fridge. Within a couple of years, both me and my sister were able to reach the top of the fridge and pull the basket down. So whenever we were just like, hey Mom, hey Dad, can we go play N64 or whatever? And it was a weekend, and we had the ability to do it, and we just ask, and they'd just be like, well, you know where the key is. Well, they didn't get many. I had a SNES and then PS2, and then nothing until after high school in 2010. Sorry, I also had a PS3. So we had the Super Nintendo first, all this plus computers. We had the Super Nintendo, then Dad got the Nintendo 64 for Christmas one year. Then I'm not sure if it was the PlayStation 2 or the GameCube that came next. I just remember the fact that Mum bought the GameCube. Well, I think Dad bought the Dad bought the PS2 for Mum because Mum saw a Prince of Persia game and remembered fondly Prince of Persia, and she wanted to play that. Kinda wish I had an N64 growing up. Until recently, that was my favorite console, but that has since shifted to the Super Nintendo. But N64 is great. It had a lot of good classics on it. And I had a lot of those good classics. The only games that we were missing were Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and Conker's Bad Fur Day. And maybe Mario Tennis if you want to throw that in there. Well, I don't have Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie. I have them on Rare Replay. I have, what else did I say? I don't have Zelda Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. I do have Conker. I do have, Mario Tennis. But, like, other than that, we had pretty much all of the classics that you would expect to see on there. Not since I make adult money, but yeah, you're Conker. Yeah, see, that's exactly how I saw it as well. Like, now that I have adult money, I can just go and buy what I want. And that's exactly what I did for the Super Nintendo. Crimson, have I ever mentioned... I know I've told the story a few times on stream, but do you know the story about my Super Nintendo? Man, we're just talking about old consoles here. We're having a great time. Castle grew to level 23. I think it's... Nope. Don't think so. So, back when I was a young prude, we had a Super Nintendo. We had exactly 4 cartridges. We had Super Mario All-Stars, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World, and an individual cart to Super Mario All-Stars, and a weird little game called Whiz. That was it. That was all we had, plus the Super Game Boy. For the Super Game Boy, we had Game Boy Gallery, which is the Game Boy Gallery 1 release that only Australia and I think like one other country got. No other country got that particular Game Boy Gallery. We got a Game Boy Gallery game that did not have the Mario characters in it. Which is very bizarre to mention, but that is the Game Boy Gallery game we had, and a game called F1 Race, which I think was released on a virtual console somewhere. I don't know where, but I think it was on a virtual console somewhere. That was it. That was all we had. Every now and then we would go to Video Easy, which is a video rental store, or was a video rental store anyway. Remember those? And we would rent out like 1 or 2 Super Nintendo games. So I think that might be where Mum got Prince of Persia from. But I also think Mum might have had an old NES, because I think she remembered playing the NES version of Prince of Persia. So yeah, that was it. And when we got the GameCube, actually, also that was an entire tangent. I completely forgot. Like, we were talking about consoles that we owned growing up. But when we got the GameCube, Mum turned around to me and my sister and said, "Look, I know you want the GameCube. You can have the GameCube, but we're trading in the Super Nintendo." At the time, little Skylar was like, "Okay, cool, yeah, fuck it off. Don't want it. I want the new big thing." Man, renting games. I remember Spyro the Dragon was my first introduction to Spyro when I rented that. Ooh, good choice. So yeah, little Skylar was like, "Okay, well, that's sad, but fuck it off." And then, like, the day before we were supposed to trade in the Super Nintendo, like, the Friday night, I asked Mum if I could just play the Super Nintendo, and I basically gave it like a little send-off play. It was just like, bye Super Nintendo, I'm going to play you even though your games just frustrate the absolute shit out of me and I can't get past World 4 on like any of them. I could not... Young Skylar couldn't get past Vanilla Dome in Super Mario World. Young Skylar hated Super Mario World for that reason. And I don't think I could get past, Tiny Huge Island, or whatever it is, on, Super Mario Bros. 3 on Super Mario All-Stars. And probably around World 4 or World 5 on the original Mario Brothers. Like, it was probably around, like, anywhere between Worlds 3 and 4, maybe 5 or 6, if you're lucky, was where I got stuck. In a lot of cases. Speedrun Super Mario Bros. 3 if I really wanted to. I played so much of that. It's a good game. And then I couldn't get past, like, the first world of Wiz, and I think my sister only managed to get past the first world, like, once. But now I can beat that game with my one hand tied behind my back, I'm pretty sure. It's actually a very easy game, believe it or not. And then Super Mario Kart couldn't get past 50cc. Maybe I got past 50cc, I don't know. Challenge run. Although, you do kind of need two hands to play it, I will be honest. But then... so we sold it, and eventually I found out... Can you stop? Eventually, I asked my parents what they got for the Super Nintendo. And I was not impressed when I was told how much they got. I think we started on the DKC games, those were god tier. Because I could have bought it easily back with my pocket money for what they sold it for. Because at the time, I think EB Games had stopped taking Super Nintendos. So they had to sell it to Cash Converters, which is the local secondhand pawn shop. Right? Cash Converters at the time, if my mum and dad were not lying, gave them $5 for the console, which came with 2 controllers, by the way, and 50 cents each for the games. That was it. So if my parents weren't lying, I could have walked... If I had known where the cash converters... where the local cash converters were, or which cash converters they went to, I probably could have walked over there and paid $20 and gotten everything back. If I so wished. Anyway, blast forward a few years. Like, many years. Finally, little Skylar is a bit older. Little Skylar is out of school. Little Skylar is not so little Skylar anymore, and is now on an adult wage, earning adult pay. And, one time we went to a local marketplace. Just around town. And... with Dad and Grandma. And whilst I was there, I noticed a retro store. Which is still open today. It's just open in a different marketplace now. And I had a look. And I was like... This is cool. They're not going to have... They're not going to have it, though. They're not going to have the games that I'm looking for. You know. The motherfuckers did. There's Conker's Bad Fur Day staring me right in the fucking face. $180. Just the cartridge. Just staring there. I nearly flipped my shit when I saw that cartridge. Now, don't worry, this is getting back to the Super Nintendo. I'm just telling this part of the story. And it was really funny what happened, right? Because what happened next was they didn't accept card payments. So I had to go and get money out of the ATM. There was an ATM around the corner. So I was like, cool, can you get that cartridge out? I want that cartridge. And they were like, yeah, sure, no worries. We'll get it out. We'll clean it up for you. Sweet, thank you. As I walked over to the ATM, Dad calls me. Hey, Skylar, we're about to leave. We are leaving now. And I'm like, Dad, fucking 5 minutes, please. I've never wanted anything more in my life. 5 fucking minutes, that's all I'm asking. And Dad was just like, sounded really annoyed. Alright, 5 minutes, that's it. Hurry up. Hangs up. I get the money out, dash back, grab the cartridge. Practically fucking beaming. Get back in the car. Fine. Sounds like Dad didn't get what he wanted sorted because he sounded a bit annoyed. And I'm just like, I have a game that I really want. So a couple of weeks pass, maybe a couple of months or so. And I go, you know, I kind of miss the Super Nintendo. I have my license now. There's no one stopping me. I could just go out and buy a Super Nintendo. I wonder if the Retro Store has it. Even Pokemon Sapphire came out. I feel like everyone's got like at least one of those stories where it's just like, oh my god, there's a game that I want. And their parents are just like, hey, we're leaving now. Just 5 minutes, please. I've never wanted anything more in my fucking life. Just 5 minutes, let me buy this. So, I knew where to go to get to the particular store, so I just went. I went by myself, on my car, and went. And I resolved the games that I was gonna buy, right? I was looking. Now, this was, if you remember the year, I don't remember the year exactly, but this was the year that the Donkey Kong Country games were being pulled off of the Nintendo Wii's shop channel, and for the moment they had not been put onto the Wii U's shop channel, so they were just disappearing altogether. This was that time when that was happening. This was when I bought the Super Nintendo. Because that's the reason I bought the Super Nintendo, was to get Donkey Kong Country. And I had resolved that, okay, look, these are the games that I want to buy. I'm going to buy Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Country 2, Donkey Kong Country 3, and or Yoshi's Island, if they have them. But let's not get my hopes up, they won't have them. I walk into the store. And I think you see where this is going. I look at the... Oh god, I'm running out of team members. Oops. I look in their cabinet. They're not gonna have them. Happy Skylar skipping out the store. They're not gonna have them. They won't have them. Oh. There's Donkey Kong Country. Oh. There's Donkey Kong Country 2. And Donkey Kong Country 3 right next to it. They're not gonna have... Oh. They have Yoshi's Island as well. walked into that store with the full expectation that the game I was going to buy that day was me going back to the local pawn shop to buy Bubsy. Because I wanted Bubsy for the joke. Right? For 25 bucks. That was the game I thought I was buying. I walked out of that store. Like, $200. Oh, I need to not get distracted. I need to fly on my dead bird. Hang on. I walked out of that store spending I don't know how much money. Having bought Donkey Kong Country, and 2, and 3, and Yoshi's Island. I could not pass up the opportunity. All 4 of the games that I wanted the most were just sitting there, ready. And I'm like, I will take all of those. Thank you. And it gets better, right? Because I was like, hey, you know, I don't have money on me. I've got to get some out of the ATM. And they're like, yeah, sure, that's fine. I came back 5 minutes later, right? I am not shitting you. 5 fucking minutes later. I walk back in and the guy is cleaning the Donkey Kong Country the Donkey Kong Country cartridges, right? A guy walks up to the fucking desk and goes, oh man, Donkey Kong Country, I remember those. Do you have any more of them? And the guy turns to me, and says, I'm sorry, that guy over there just bought them all. They had no more copies, and if I was 5 minutes later, I would not have gotten them. No way, you bought the last one. Yup, I bought the last one of the entire series that they had. Oh my god, it was so good. So clutch. Like 5 minutes later. 5 minutes later, and I would not have had them. I was so lucky. The last one of all 3 of them. I feel bad for the buddy who wanted it, but still, you got so lucky. I know, right? My wallet was crying that day, but Skylar did not give a fucking shit. Skylar was fucking happy. Totally worth. In fact, my wallet was crying so much that I was immune to its tears. Because I still went to the fucking local pawn shop and bought Bubsy anyway. Oh, good lord. I was just like, you know what? Fucking, I don't care. I'll take it. What's another $25? Bubsy's been sitting there for the last, like, year and a half. So, I'll give it a good home. And that's where the story should have ended. Life savings? What's that? Because the story didn't end there. So ecstatic little, well, not so little Skylar got home and immediately resolved to plugging in the Super Nintendo to test out the games. Had to make sure they worked. Donkey Kong Country was a little bit temperamental, and even to this day it still is, but when I slightly shake the cartridge, you can feel it knocking around in the cartridge. like, inside it. So I think that there's something wrong there. Like, it's loose or something. I'm not sure. It works, it's just temperamental, I would say. Loose PCB in the plastic? That's what I'm thinking, yeah. Like, it's held in, but it's only held in just. Sort of thing. And then I was like, well, alright. No worries. You know, that's fine. I'll plug in Yoshi's Island. I plugged in Yoshi's Island. Perfectly fine. No trouble. So, it's not the Super Nintendo, and we tested that in the store anyway. It's just a slight issue with the cartridge, and it does work. Please let my beloved DKC2 work. So I think, like, I think I might have tested DKC2 and DKC3, and they were both perfect. Like, no issues. Sorry if I sort of skip over them a little bit, but the interesting part's coming up, because then I plugged in Yoshi's Island. And I settled in, you know. It's working. All the cartridges are working. I want to play some Yoshi's Island, man. And then it happened. All of a sudden, and without warning, the entire fucking screen just went completely brown. And I don't mean, like, one shade of brown. I mean, like, the color palette of the game changed. It was all brown. The game was completely fine. The fuck? That's weird. Maybe there's an issue with the cartridge. I take the cartridge back out, put the cartridge back in. Boots up, brown. The fuck? This is weird. I take it out, and I put in Donkey Kong Country. It's not the cartridge. I, to this day, do not know what happened to that Super Nintendo. Now, me being Skylar, of course, Skylar was like, my Super Nintendo no worky. Why no worky? It's kind of funny, and a little unique, but no worky. I want worky. So I called up the guy, was like, hey, this is a problem. This is what's happening with that Super Nintendo that you just bought me. And he was like, alright, sure, no worries, bring it in. So I brought it in. We plugged in one of the games that I bought, and I showed him, hey, this is exactly what it's doing, and sure enough, same issue. He plugged in one of the games that he had in stock, same issue. And he was just like, alright, look, well, if you want, let's just do a straight swap. I'll give you this console over here. It's the only console I've got left. It's a bit... The problem with that console, though, well, not the problem, but the best thing about that console that I had was the fact that it wasn't sun-bleached whatsoever. But he was just like, look, I can give you this one. It is a little bit more sun-bleached, but I'll give it to you straight swap. I was like, well, that sucks, but I don't really want the sun-bleach, and this was the better console, that's why I picked it, but sure. To this day, no idea what happened. And honestly, the Skylar of today, in hindsight, should have just gone, you know what? That's fucking funny. And a really fun and unique way to play Super Nintendo games on stream. I wish I had kept that console. And maybe if worse comes to worse, just bought like another console to, you know, back it up. Bought another Super Nintendo to back it up. I really do wish that I had kept that console. Just because it would be really, really funny. and a very unique way of playing, like, all of these games. The only thing I possibly think of is there might have been an issue with the slot. Yeah, that's the only thing that I could think of. Like, there was definitely something wrong, but I have no idea what it was, and it glitched whilst I was using it. Like, it was completely fine, and handled Donkey Kong Country, and 2, and 3, and it was only on Yoshi's Island about, like, the second level in or so, and it just died. All of a sudden. Like, it wasn't even a screen transition that caused it, it just went kaput. I don't know what happened. And everywhere online was like, oh, it's probably something wrong with the AV cables. And I'm like, yeah, but I've got the... I also tried plugging in the GameCube's AV cables, because that's the same thing as the Super Nintendo AV cables. So I tried plugging that in, and I had the same problem. So it wasn't an AV cable issue. And it wasn't the cartridges, because they all did it. Bubsy did it as well. It was so weird to... It's so hard to describe it, because, like, imagine all of the colors that you're seeing right now, right? Except it's all just fucking brown. The only color is brown, and various shades of brown. So, like, you've got dark brown, and you've got light brown, and stuff like that, but that's it. It's brown. Which is very, very hard to imagine. But that's what I was looking at. Very, very strange, indeed. We're having that issue, but it was a black screen instead of brown, but could be similar. I mean, if it was a black screen, then were they still able to see everything, or not? I think I have seen that, though. No, just straight black. See, that's the thing. I could still see everything. Like I said, it's basically what we're looking at right now. It's just, imagine if all of this was the color of Pidgeotto. Like the various shades of Pidgeotto's colors. And with a few more into the mix. That is what you would be looking at. Like, I can see what was... I could play the game just fine. The game was functional. It's more like a filter. Yeah! It really was. It was so weird. I have never seen such a thing in my life. And I do wish I had kept the console. Because it... Honestly, it kind of makes... It sounds like I'm full of bullshit, but I kid you not. I had to go and buy another Super Nintendo. Or had to swap that Super Nintendo out. It was the strangest fucking thing. I wish I had taken photos or a video, or I wish I had kept the console. Because I would absolutely 100% plug it in and show folks, hey, look at what my weird Super Nintendo can do. My weird haunted Super Nintendo. I call the ghost Sparky. Haunted for sure, yeah. And it's so weird too, like, because the other thing too is it was working fine up until that point. Like, sure, okay, I had a couple of issues plugging in Donkey Kong Country, but that was fine. You know, I got it to work eventually. It was just, that was the weirdest thing. Happened all of a sudden, without warning. Could have happened to anyone at any time, with any game, and that was the time it happened. That specific moment. It was like something died in the console. It's so weird. Yeah. I have no words for what happened. And it's so hard to describe. Like I said, it would be better if I had like a screenshot or something, but I didn't think to take one. So bizarre. And every time I get out the Super Nintendo, it's like, damn, I wish I had kept that specific Super Nintendo. Just because it was quirky. But no, Skylar was being Skylar, and Skylar wanted colors. Skylar wants things in full functioning order, not half functioning order. Which is also why I didn't keep the Railway series books. That's something else as well. Garcel grew to level 25. Finally. And is evolving. My steps from when I was a kid. I should boot up again at some point. It is a good console. Very good console. Lots of good games on it. So many fond memories. Yeah, I didn't have too many on the Super Nintendo, because we only had, like, 4 games, but at the same time, like, I did form some memories with it. And now I'm forming new ones. Alright, I'm gonna save. Because now we're gonna do dodgy stuff. Well, dodgy. Quote unquote. It's not that dodgy yet! Alright. First and foremost, let's move Killer Instinct, Donkey Kong Country 1 through 3, Super Mario All-Stars, Super Battleship, Top Gear, Lion King, and Aladdin. Not many, but a few. Yeah, that's pretty solid. What do you mean the destination is full of Pokémon? Oof. Fine, I'll fucking resolve this issue. Put Jolteon back in the party. Put Gutter Exec back in the party. Yeah. I'll get around this limitation one way or another. Where are you guys? You're there. Okay. Let's put you back in there. And then let's put Garcel in there too. Dun dun dun. Then Night Drago, you come back in. Starmie, you come back in. Mew, you come back out, but I think you were up the top, right? Yeah, you're up the top. Pidgeotto, you come back out too, but I'll keep you up the top because that means you're going to be easy to reach. Put Guardian inside here and Laxnor inside here, and that's my team. Okay. See, what I should be doing is figuring out moves now. But I'm kind of vibing talking about like old consoles and stuff, so I kind of want to keep the vibe up. So what do? Just give me 2 seconds, I will continue that conversation. Dragon Rage. Yes, Charmander learns Dragon Rage, and I want to teach it. It's available at the Rocket Game Corner for 3,300 coins. Lovely. Alright, I don't know if my coin case is in my thing. No, it is not. Put my coin case back in here. Oh, and I just realized that I'm gonna have to fly, so I'm gonna have to take Pidgeotto back out. Oops. So yeah. And then blast forward like a year or two, and I find a cool little store called, I think it was called Retro Sales? Was it Retro Sales? No, that's... no. Not Retro Sales. Retro... God, what was the name of that site? I have forgotten the name of this... Ah, that's what it was. Was it? Nah, it wasn't that, right? Was that it? That looks like it. Hey, yeah, that's it. Got it. Got it. I found a website called fullyretro.com, and they sell retro cartridges and games and such. Really good site, by the way. I may or may not have spent like $1,000 with them. Buying a large range of games. Let's see, what did I buy? I think I got a screenshot of that somewhere too. You'd think I would see it. But I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Haha, there it is. That's not it. That was the Game Boy games that I bought from them. Is that it? No, that's all my PC parts. Oh, hey, that's all my PC parts. At least I know what that is now. No, I'm not seeing it. Bother. Oh well. I bought games like The Lost Vikings 1 and 2, Pocky and Rocky 1 and 2, Days Before Christmas, which is the Christmas game that I played on Christmas Eve. That was 5 of them. I bought Asterix, and Obelix. I know there was at least 3 more, because I rounded it out at 10 games. Pack in Time was one of them. That's 8. But yeah, I spent like $1,200 worth on Super Nintendo cartridges that day. And I was not sorry. Not all on the same day, like as when I bought the Super Nintendo. No. This was like a year or two later. Now I have more Super Nintendo games than I had growing up, which was rather easy to do. I already had the same amount of cartridges, to be fair. In fact, I have +1 cartridge by the end of that weekend. And, then I had... Not had, but... And then I got, a game called Bob. B-O-B. Donald Duck in Moai Mallard. The Magical Quest starring Mickey. Mickey Mania, The Timeless Adventures of Mickey Mouse. The Great Circus Mystery, which is technically speaking The Magical Quest 2 starring Mickey and Minnie. I think now I might be forgetting one. Trying to think what else I had. So I have 250 coins. So I've got a long way to go. Wasn't there like a good slot machine but had higher odds than the others? I thought there was. Bottom right, it has ID 1. The game assigns a lucky ID when you enter the building. Different odds as one of the NPCs says they do. Do you guys know which one is best? The best answer is wrong. Best machine is bottom right. It has ID 1. The game assigns a lucky ID when you enter the building. This means that one of the machines will have a greater odds. This number is from range 0 to 31, but there is 35 machines. That means that machines 31 to 35 will never have a better odd. They are the bottom 4 of the left column. The fastest way to get coins is enter the building, play bottom right machine 5 times. If you did not win at least 2 times, exit re-enter and from step 2. If you win at least step 2, keep playing until you enter super lucky mode. You start winning every 1 or 2 rolls. At this time the game will assign number 60, which will decrease with every win. Also, there is a 50% chance that it will switch to 0 after triple sevens and 100% if you get bar bar bar. So after bar bar bar, or when you lose 5 times in a row after the super lucky mode, exit, re-enter and start from step 2. That's it. This is the only strategy. You can see 3 7s next to each other rolling down. It's a lucky machine. As many times to hit the jackpot, but I had to move around to find it. Once you've won it, presets, so you have to move out and come back to, or move to another machine. Play each machine 4 times, and if it hits 2 or more, then stick with that one because it's probably hot. Slow machine forces you really close to a 777 or bar bar bar. It will probably give you one or the other soon. God damn. BRB. Okay, no worries. Okay, so let's try it. Enter the building, play the bottom right machine 5 times. Three. 1. 2. 3. 4, 5. One, and I won. 2. 3. The machine's hot. Okay. And then, if you win at least 2, keep playing until you enter Super Lucky Mode, you start winning every 1 or 2 rolls. At this time, the game will assign number 60, which will decrease with every win. So there's a 50% chance that it will switch to 0 after 777s, or 100% if you get blah blah blah. Okay. I wish slots were this easy to predict when in real life. Though I think the casinos would lose a lot of money. I think the machine's no longer hot. Well, it's hot for a minute there. One. 2. 3, 4, 5. Hey. Ooh. That would have been a big payout. Ah. Something tells me this is not gonna work out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's not hot. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, not hot. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, not hot. Suppose if I haven't won by 4, then I should just skip out. One, 2, 3, that's a win. 4, 5, not hot. Definitely losing coins. I was gaining them and now I'm losing them. 1, 2, 3 is a win. 4, 5, not hot. One, 2, 3, 4. Nope. One, 2, 3, 4 was a win. 5, not a win. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. on, I would just reset the game. About. More sluts. So I think what we'll do, because I'm already at a net loss, is what I'll do is I will manipulate things a little bit, I think. What we'll do is we'll play 50 credits. I think that's basically what we're going to be doing for the rest of the stream, is trying to get this Dragon Rage, because I don't know if it's a TM that I already have. I definitely don't have it in this save, so... And because it's gotten through the game corner only, I don't think I've got it. So... Right, I need to go grab Pidgeotto. Then we'll just save right in front of the game corner. Hi Flyer, welcome on in. Celadon. If I can get this move, then I think I'll be all okay from that point forward. So I'll take a save. We'll limit ourselves to 50 credits, I think. Coins 250. Yep, so we'll limit that to 50 credits. So once we get down to 200, we'll stop and reload the save. I did save, right? It's going well, Flyer. How about yourself? Hope you're doing well today. Just make sure I did save. Cool. Alright, here we go. 1. 2. 3. 4. That's a fail. Leave. Good, doing alright, thanks. That's good to hear. One. 2. You're back. Welcome to my gambling addiction. Gassel is fully leveled up, so the whole team is. I'm kind of trying to get the that's 4, so out we go. Trying to go for the Dragon Rage TM for my Charmander, because that would be very useful. Oh great, the Turbo Camera's back. 1. 2. I wonder if this counts as being against Twitch's TOS for gambling. 3. 4. No, out. Twitch is like, we're gonna have to ban you. Because that's not just gambling, that's cheating the fucking system. 1. 2. 3. 4. Reset the save. Because I ran out of money. I didn't run out, but I reached my credit limit, which was 50 coins. think I might have actually walked out on it when it was actually hot. Okay, back in. One win. Two, three, four, five. That was a win. Okay. Hey, now we're onto it. Just kind of being bad boy gambling. Oh no! Anyway. Yeah, you weren't super hot, you were just pulling strings. Pulling strings. If I don't get it, then I'll have to think of something else to get Charmander or try to do it off screen. But I don't really have a lot of time to do that. It's either that or I spend all my money and buy all the coins. I do have 62,000 Pokédollars, and there's still a bunch of trainers that I have to battle. One, two, three, four. Nope. Spend money. One, two, three, four. Nope. One, two, three, four. Nope. Alright, one more roll. One. Hey, there's a win. 3, 4, 5, no win. One. Hey, there's a win. 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4 was a win. 5 was not. No win. No win. No win. No win. And that's a save. They don't make it easy getting coins, but they sure like jacking up the prices of all the coins. Or all the prizes that are worth coins. Man, I feel sorry for anyone who did this to get a Porygon. Good grief. This is awful. One, 2, 3, 4. No point in doing a 5th because it's not hot. Out, in. One, 2. 2 is a win. 3, 4, 5 was not a win. One, 2, 3, 4 was a win. 5 was not. One, 2, 3. 4 was a win. 5 was not. One. Pretty sure I'd get thrown out of a casino if I was doing this. I'd walk in, play the closest slot machine to the door 5 times. If it doesn't win twice, walk out, walk back in. Pretty sure I get thrown out for this sort of behavior. 3, that was a win. 4 was not. And 5 was not. Ah, 1. I was like, where did I match? What? 2. 3. 4. 5, no match. If I haven't gotten this by 10:30, I think what we'll do is we'll just try and buy it with the money that I've got. 1. 2 is a win. 3. 4. 5 was not a win. I think I got 1 round left, unless I win again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's a quit. Yeah, I think I actually got it one time when it was hot earlier, and now it's just not happening again. The game does have to pick from like 35 machines. There is a 1 in 35 odds, or something like that. Not entirely sure exactly how it works, but apparently this machine has better odds than the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need to do that, I just need to walk out. All this for stupid Dragon Rage, man. This wouldn't have happened if they had actually made it available. 2, 3, 4. Back out. Back in. One. 2. 3. 4. Oops. I'm getting too trigger happy now. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a reset. I didn't even get 1 win on that run. Must have been in super unlucky mode or something. One, 2, 3, that's a win. 4, that's a win. 5, that's a win. I think the machine's currently hot. Must be hot. 3, 4, 6. This machine is hot. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Remember, we gotta count 60 spins. 12. 13. Now we're raking in the money. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. This is ridiculous. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 55 and 2 losses. 56 and 3 losses. 57 and 4 losses. 58. 59. 60. So now if we lose 5 times in a row, that's it. One. Erase it. 1. No, never mind, not a 1. That's not even close to a 1. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Back in the game, okay. Erase it. 1. Erase it. Keep it erased. Gaming a game, I feel this. Basically, that's exactly what we're doing. I mean, I'm actually surprised, because I thought it was supposed to stop after the 60th spin, but it's like... This is like the 80th or something like that, honestly. Laughs and Voltor flip. 1. 2. Erase it. 'It keeps asking one more go. One more? One more? One more? One more? One more? One more? Gonna start saying that now. 1. Erase it. Remember, I walked in here with 250 coins. One. Erase it. 1. Erase it. 1. 2. Erase them. 1. Erase it. Skyrim unlocked how slots work. Hey, wanna go to Vegas? Hey, we hit the quadruple digits, and then we immediately lost the quadruple digits. And then we're back into the quadruple digits. 1. Erase it, by the way. See, all you gotta do is go to the slot machine closest to the door, play it 5 times, and if you don't win twice, walk out, walk back in again. Rinse and repeat until you win twice. That's how it works in the real world, right? One more go? 1. Erase it. Yep, totally. I've definitely spun this thing way more than 60 times. Way more than 60 times. I should have started losing by now, surely. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna keep going. Robbing Team Rocket of all of their money? Who would have thought? No, I'd never. The odds are so in your favor. I know, right? Thing is, if we get a big payout, like if we get the triple bars or the triple sevens, I think we will immediately go into super bad luck mode. Team Rocket laugh at Skylar. But all the whilst we don't hit those bigger payouts, the machine might stay hot. 1. Now I've said something. Never mind. One. 2. Erase them. 1. 2. 3. 4. If we lose this one, we won. Alright, raise them. 1. 2. 3. 4. That's a win. 1. It is slowing down. I don't know if that's because I'm getting unlucky. That's 2, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're out of here. Considering I got, like, over 1,000 coins, or, well, not over 1,000 coins, but damn near 1,000 coins, that was pretty fucking good, honestly. One. That was excellent. I'm rocking you, Skylar was stealing. 2, 3, 4, and we're out. That was a damn good run. And because I didn't get, like, people on the Reddit thread were saying, like, you know, about 300 to 400 coins is what you usually walk away with. But because I didn't get a big payout, it just kept giving. That was a damn good run. That's the best run I've ever had, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. So we'll go until I got like 1,150 or so, I think. Then we'll quit and go back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a payout. 5 is not a win. One, 2, 3, 4. We're out. We're back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're out. Back in. 1, 2, 3 is a payout. 4 is a payout. Guys, here we go again. So I think the idea is like once it's, yeah. I'll try one more time. No. Alright. I don't think it's hot. One. I mean, it might have been, but they didn't give me a win in 5 tries, so that was 2. That was 3. That's 4. We're out. If you haven't gotten the first win by the 4th slot, you may as well just leave. So it's 1, 2, 3 is a win. 4 is a win. Alright, so that's 2 wins. 2. 3 is a win. That's a win. Machine might be hot. Yeah, I think the machine's hot. Here we go again! Oh boy. I'm not even gonna count to 60 this time. I'm just gonna count, like, 5 fails, and then we'll go. Alright. Reset the counter. 1. 2. Reset the counter. 1. Reset the counter. 1. Reset the counter. 1. Reset the counter. 'Welcome to Skylar figures out gambling and gets thrown out of every gambling casino ever. Casinos hate him. The fact that it happened so quickly as well. Like, right up... very soon after the previous one. Did not expect that. Ooh, that was close. 1. Then we had a big win. I actually kind of prefer the little wins, because it means I keep going. For some of these, it takes me a second to realize where the win is. Because I look at it and go, where's the match? And then realize. One. Raise it. I can say I definitely walked in... well, I definitely walked out with more coins than I walked in with. That's for sure. 1. Erase it. I'm keeping track of my fingers, by the way. Like, I'm holding up a clenched fist, and then every time it fails, then I hold up a 1, and then every finger. If I could get another 1,000 coins, that'd be great. That'd be real nice, game. 1. Erase it. 1. Erase it. 1. 2. 3. Erase them. 1. Erase it. 1. Erase it. One more? One. Erase it. This is ridiculous. 1. 2. Erase it. 'Sorry, I'm not particularly being overly talkative here. 1. I'm just trying to concentrate to make sure I don't spend too much money. That's a 1 there. Erase it. No, you're good. This is Skylar when he enters concentration mode. I'm vibing with this. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. We're out. Damn, that wasn't as good as the previous one. Oh, hang on. I need to save. See if we can do it one more time. 1. 2. 3. 4. We're out. Step back out, step back in. 1. 2. 3. 4. We're out. Step out, step in. 1 is a win. 2. 3. 4. 5. We're out. Step out, step in. 1. 2. 3. 4. Step out, step in. 1. 2. 3. 4 was a win. 5 was not. We're out. One. 2. 3 was a win. 4 was a win. Okay. We've got a winner here. Maybe. So that was our 5 spins, so let's count from here. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. It's not hot, we're out. Imagine if this was a legitimate strategy for fucking slot machines. You just walk up, play it 5 times, and if you don't win twice in those 5 times, it's not hot, walk away from it, go to the next machine. Imagine if this was a legitimate strategy. 1. 2. 3. 4. We're out. I honestly kind of feel like going to a casino and trying it, knowing damn well that it's not going to work. You want to walk in with a good amount of money. Because you would want to play every slot machine. 1. 2. 2 is a win. 3. 4. 5. No win. Step out. Step in. Try again. 1. 2. 3. 4 was a win. 5 is not. Last try before reset. That's 2. 3 is a win. 4 was not. 5 was not. Oh, right. And that's a reset too. The more money I can save, the better. I feel. Okay, step in. Skipping the step out step. 1. 2. 3. 4, no win. Step out. Step in. Straight away a win. 2. 3. 4. 5, no win. Step out. Step in. 1. 2. 3. 4 was a win. 5 was not. Step out. Step in. The workers at this place must be like, what is that kid doing? He comes in, plays the same slot machine 5 times, then walks out of the building. But every time he stays longer, he wins a shitload of money. I think that was 2. 3 was a win. 4 was not. 5 was not. Okay, we're out. One, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Step out. Step in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I playing again? Nope. Step out, step in. Remember, it's 4 if you don't win 1, and it's 5 if you do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step out. Step in. 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing. Okay, one more try and then a reset. Then we'll make that the last reset, I think. Because it's almost 11 o'clock here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Reset. So I'll make this one the last reset. For the night, at least. Not sure if this is something that I should come back to and do again. In order to try and get the Dragon Rage TM, or if I should do this off screen, or if I should do the... if I should just buy it. Like, I should have enough money to buy it now. You're really going all out with this, eh? I just want the Dragon Rage TM, that's all I want. But it needs like 2,300 Pokecoins. Is it 2,300 or 3,300? I don't remember. Dragon Rage. TM23. Alright, well, this will tell me. Dragon Rage TM23. It's 3,300. Oof. That's a tall order. Hi, Papa Links, welcome on in. Join us towards the end of our little streamage here tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're out. Step out. Step in. 1, 2, 3, 4, step out, step in. The second verse, same as the first. 1, 2, 3, 4 was a win. 5 was not. Step out, step in. 1, 2, 3, 4 was a win. 5 was not. Step out. Step in. 1, 2, 3, 4, step out, step in. Got this down one up for him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did not mean to play a 5th time, because I didn't even get a single win. Step out, step in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step out. Step in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go one more time, and then we'll call it quits. For the stream, I mean, because it is 11 o'clock. So we'll try one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've noticed that there is a distinct lag on this machine, and I don't know why. That's a win. I'm gonna play a few more times, because it might actually be hot. That on my A button starting to wear out on my controller. Or that could happen. Well. Okay. Exit immediately, because that's a loss. Because you'll enter super bad mode after that. Okay! Well, that's a good way to end then, isn't it? We ended up with 1,695 coins, which is not bad considering we walked in there with 250. That is not bad at all. Also, it took this entire time to get a 100 or 300 spin. And we didn't get a 300 spin, we only got a 100 spin, but that was funny. What a way to end it. Alright. Next time on Pokemon Yellow version, we have done all of the grinding. Whoop whoop. We have done all of the grinding, and that means I need to choose moves. Because we didn't really do that. I sort of was just like, look, I just want this TM. So I need to choose moves, and then go from there. So I think that's what we'll do next time, is we'll start choosing the moves for... finalize the moves and the levels for both the Petit Cup and the Pika Cup. And I think that's what we'll do next Wednesday. And then we'll go from there. I think that's what we'll do. We're not going to play slot machines. We will do that after we do this. We'll do moves and reconfirm levels, and then we'll do the slot machines if there's time left. So we'll do that first. And then, as for other streams, tomorrow night, because of the streams shuffle around that I've done this week, we will be playing Spyro 2, Gateway to Glimmer. Stay tuned for that tomorrow night. We will be playing the PlayStation Platinum version on the physical disc, but we will need to play it on the PlayStation 2, because the PlayStation 3 can run the game, but thanks to, I believe it might be the copyright protection, all of the music and all of the sound effects are just completely wiped out when we play it on the PlayStation 3. So we will have to play that one on the PlayStation 2. But join me tomorrow night for that, to continue our Spyro Year of the Dragon journey. Then next week it will be back to the usual schedule. Monday night we need to pick a game. Still. Tuesday night will be a continuation of Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer, because there is no way in hell I'm going to finish it in one night. Tuesday night is usually when we do the Skylar's Spyro Year of the Dragon stream, so we will play that then. And then if you want to see more Pokemon Yellow / Pokemon Stadium, we will play that on Wednesday night. And that's when we will decide on team stuff. We'll decide on team moves and finalize the levels that we need to get to. And then we will play more slots. And then after that, we will see. Alright. Let me see here. Yay, more slots. No, I don't need to go to the Digitama Hatchery. I need to go to Twitch. More Gamba. More! More. I reckon let's go raid Seahawk tonight. They're live. Excuse me, Seahawk. You've been live for 13 hours, my dude. What the fuck? 13 hours. Okay, alright. That's for a long time, yeah. Not usually this long, though. This is a long one, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, let's go raid them for tonight. There we go. That's all finished. Alright. I will see you all tomorrow night for, Spyro 2, Gateway to Glimmer. It took me a second. I was gonna say, like... I wanted to say Skylar Spyro Year of the Dragon, and the words weren't coming, and I was just like, no, we're not playing Spyro Year of the Dragon, we're playing Spyro 2, get it right. Took me a second. Thanks for the stream, Skylar. Have a good one. No worries, Fly. You're very welcome. Hope to catch you later, buddy. We'll see you all tomorrow night for Spyro, and then we'll see you all next week for a game on Monday night that I need to decide on. Alright, good night, folks. Thank you all for coming out.